Solid ground at last.
Now you speak. After giving me the silent treatment for 2 weeks.
Still torturing that poor guitar, I see.
Is that or whistling?
You can't play deaf and dumb forever, you know.
Fire!
What?
The hamlet's on fire.
Let's go. A blessing. Thank you.
It's peeled north.
Lucas said Yahara was staying here. Let's go get them.
Thank mercy those ruffians are gone. Now we can travel in peace.
Any news from Sybil?
This looks like Yahara's safe house.
Looks like they packed up and left already. Damn.
Looking for the one with the blue jacket? Stinks of black powder.
Sounds like them, yeah.
They left as soon as the dead came to first anchor. I tried to talk them into hiding with the rest of us, but...
It didn't work. They would have been found anyway. The dead are all over this place.
Said they were headed to Back Harvest. Only way there is through jagged ascent. You could still catch them if you hurry.
I best get going then.
First it was Bandit, now it's...
You know I'm still mad at you after 3 peaks, right?
Would you have accepted my help if
I'd have known you were Death himself. Still haven't wrapped my head around that. But you lied to me, Enki. Don't ever do that again.
understood?
Runwaha was so much bigger than you.
Bigger than? Ranwa was a runt. Back in the Great Below, she would grovel in my presence.
But you still looked like a tiny fox thing.
Sandstorms would cease so I could pass. The sky would dim when I'd howl.
Then how? I want to hear you pound. Is it me, or do those statues look like you?
They were... probably inspired by one of my visits. I traveled to the above when the Great Below got too much to bear.
And who was taking care of all the dead while you were up here?
I may no longer be in the Great... Low, but the processes of death continue. The door is still in place.
Then what was your job down there exactly?
You wouldn't understand.
Enki, what's wrong? Whose temple is this?
My travels above came with a price, Nor. But others had to pay it.
Was that the arrangement you were talking about?
Yes. Belongs to an island. the goddess of life.
She's not here, is she?
Enaya's nothing like the others. She is compassionate, understanding.
Sounds like someone special.
Enaya's work always took precedence. It was her pride and joy.
Sounds like you didn't care much for yours.
I couldn't stay in the grave alone, and she wouldn't leave.
So you left her down there?
I did everything in my power to ensure that the cycle would persist, but I can never make it up to her. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. An interesting find. This climb is pretty steep. Are you sure Yahara came this way?
They probably picked the hardest route just to make me suffer.
Yet you're going after them all the same.
No choice. They're a sapper first, a bastard second. Duck what?
Hanshi! Your years above have been unkind, I see.
Who's talking?
There is no glory in killing you. Not when you're this diminished. Get rid of them.
Enki, is this some kind of sick joke?
Look out!
doing here?
Knee deep in another mess, I see.
Just get me out of here, Yahara!
Fine, cover your ears.
I never thought I'd be happy to see you.
The feeling isn't mutual. What are you doing here?
Fascinating. You're ruder than I expected.
Why is it talking to me?
Luca got your letter. He's camped down the road with Baz and Young, the Forge Master. We're here to help.
Never mind that. Wanderer's Rest is a ruin. There's nothing for the Coalition here. We should leave while we still can.
I thought the same about the peaks, but we still pulled through.
You don't get it, do you, Vanek? There was some kind of huge... A god took over Sybil. It's over.
You meet the others at the camp, and I'll take a look at the city myself.
Well, it's your funeral. And Vanek, thanks for saving my brother.
You're shaking.
Bought something that looked like me. Had a god boom at me from nowhere. I need a moment, all right? That thing up there. It can't be me.
It isn't. It's an ejaki. Think of it like a reflection, made real by magic for a single purpose.
A coward's trick.
Nor, a moment. I have news that might interest you.
I'm impressed. That's probably all.
Hello again.
You had news, Forge Master?
I've learned a group from my former order has been seeking a relic.
They can have it then. My fight isn't with the knights anymore.
This isn't some trinket, Nor. It's a piece of sacred armor, passed down generations. We cannot let it fall into their hands.
They've been away from the peaks for a while. Couldn't we reason with them?
That's a dangerous plan. Last I heard, the armor was entombed in Sun Shelter. I would start the search there.
Always a pleasure, Forge Master. We can cut this.
Your trespass is going long enough, Iron Sheep. You never did know your place.
There he goes again. Where is he?
Return below, and I will spare you.
Ramaha always was a weakling, and you're barely worth killing.
It's a trick. Don't let him get to you.
In the great below, he would have been hamstrung.
You string him out. I'll do the cut.
Guys, have you any news from the archive? My brother was a scribe there. He was trapped.
That's not right. Yahara said Sybil was taken over, but there's too little there. We're gonna siege the baby for the first day. These walls should be as tight as well. Best keep your eyes peeled, alright? That smell. You know what that is, right?
I do.
No, 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 no. How did this? How could this? Dawn is weeks away. How did they get here so fast?
Dukma must have marched his army underwater. Took Sybil's defenders by surprise. The rest was just...
A massacre. I'm gonna kill him. I'll tear him apart.
You need to stop.
You saw what he did back there.
I did, and I will help you. But if you charge in there in your state, you're going to make a mistake. You catch on quickly. Finally, some respite. as to rest as any.
To think I was in awe of you once, Anshi. Now you crawl like a rat through my domain.
I'm a rat now, but
Reduced to petty insults. How sad.
Bet you didn't expect that one.
This drop of power you speak of built my new city.
built. It's a ruin, Dukma.
For my subjects, it is a reminder of the glory of the gods, a testament to my rule.
Your subjects are corpses.
There are enough of them left alive. They will breed, grow old, forget. In 100 years, I will be God of gods. And you will be...
An interesting find. Eyes peeled, Nor. makes persist, Nor.
Come at me.
Finally, some respite.
You bring a human to our fight.
She is my companion, Dugmar. Ramuhar died by her hand.
Detestable. Even now you won't face me. I will kill her quickly, but take my time with you. In your final moments, Angie, you will bow.
Come on then. Fight me and die.
Not after what you've done.
Now you pity the mortals. He didn't pity you when he left the world in tatters. He didn't pity you when he put that shimmering cage around Dawn. Or he'd have made sure the dead couldn't get through it. Tell her, Ansi. Tell her before you die!
It's your fault. The dead getting loose.
You have to let me explain. Out of shot.
That's twice you've lied to me already. I need the truth, Enki.
You're trusting Dukmar's word over...
The truth!
When I fled the Great Below, I never considered that anyone would pursue me besides the gods.
You never thought they'd send an army to get you back.
It was inconceivable. The dead had never been allowed above before. The thought that Uru would...
Uru didn't put up that barrier. You did! And you half-assed it.
Nor...
And then you heard the coalition was too close. That the city was about to fall.
I couldn't be sure the barrier would hold. That's how I found you. You wouldn't have accepted me.
You let me think I'd freed the gods, Enki. You let me think I'd wrecked the world. Ever since I met you, I had to travel every step of the way, carrying every corpse with me.
You didn't ruin the world. They did.
And who let them out? The others should know about this. You owed them that much.
And what happens after that? No. What happens after that?
I feel like the farmer.
Awake.
Everyone gather round. There's something you ought to know.
There is nothing I can say to make up for the harm they have done.
You, Death God. This is on you.
That's all we get. Half an apology for 10 years of suffering.
Do you know how many friends we had to bury because of you? How much we lost?
I can't undo my mistake. The power I had in the Great Below has nearly faded.
Then what good are you? I say we leave this coward behind. Who's with me?
Aye.
After everything, you still want him around. You're bigger idiots than I thought. No matter. Majority rule.
You send him away, he gets off easy. Is that what you want?
I want him to pay.
He will. By fixing the mess he made.
I thought you'd never want to see me again.
I didn't at first. But then... I thought how we started by killing 2 gods already, and how we're going to finish it by killing a 3rd.
We can't fight Uru. He is first among the gods. Dukma and Ramuha were nothing compared to him.
Ramaha and Dukmar couldn't survive a shot to the brain pan, and neither will he. But before that, I'm gonna need someone to breach the walls of Dawn. Enough firepower to take down an army. Armor to keep me alive until it's done, and a god to help me shut the door. Even if it's the last thing he will ever do. Who's with me?
Aye.
I.
Unbelievable. You're gonna get me killed.
No rest till dawn!
No rest till dawn! So be it. No rest till dawn.
No rest till dawn.
No rest till dawn.
What news from the road?
Hello again. Sight for sore eyes. What's the news?
On the way back to Dawn, we hatched a plan to take back the city and avenge the Coalition. Facing Uru again feels like suicide, but maybe we stand a chance with the Death God on our side. I doubt Yohara will ever forgive him. I know I won't. But he's the only chance we've got. Nor and Enki have been talking a lot, making amends. I can tell the Death God is glad he's found an equal. We were in sight of the old Coalition lines when they headed off in the middle of the night. I knew better than to ask. God killing's their business, after all.